It's another week, means more fandoms here at All-Star Fandom, and we're going to talk about a lot of them because Daredevil returns back to Hell Kitchen in Daredevil Born Again. Got to get it right. Season 2, Episode 1. We're going to review that. And you're welcome, jabronis. The Rock is your live action Maui. You're going to learn to love it. That's what I say. We're going to talk about that trailer and take a look at that too. And Harry Potter series trailer just dropped. It's a little teaser to get us ready for December around Christmas. So that's going to be fun to look for. And a new segment tonight called Born for the Role. We're going to take a look at the audition tapes and screen tests that we can find and see if that person was truly born for this role. And see if you had any thoughts or reservations when you saw that person
who actually got the role.
Exactly. So again, a lot to cover tonight on All-Star Fandom Prime. Let's jump into it, Jim.
Hit.
All right. A lot to cover.
Oh my goodness.
Because Daredevil's back. Matt Murdock's back. Everybody and their mama is back in Hell's Kitchen.
Everybody is their mama and their cousin from the other cousin's cousin.
We are back. And this was a fun one. So last year you all took over for me because Xander got here. So you and Doc
Xander entered.
You and Doc were able to go through season 1. I finally caught up. So I am up to speed on Daredevil. So I jumped into this one hot right off the press. So before we go into it and dive into this first episode, let's go over pretty much what the Northern Star episode 1 contains. So season 1 opened with that transformed New York City under the Iron Fist rule of Mayor Wilson Fisk. Still wild to think he's mayor. Using the Safer Streets Act, Fisk has criminalized vigilantism and deployed the Anti-Vigilante Task Force, or the AVTF. That's that militarized police unit with the Punisher logo. Again, they took the whole meaning from that, and it's completely wrong. But this episode kicks off with that intense action scene that we know and love from Daredevil. Matt Murdock sporting that new sleek blackout.
Oh, the
intersection D,
suit, man.
So he infiltrates the Northern Star, the cargo ship, smuggling illegal weapons into Fist-free port. The mission goes sideways when the crew sinks the ship and to hide all the evidence. Matt barely makes it out, but before he has a heightened sense to put the watch inside of one of the crates, allowing him to track the shipment maybe down the line from that container. Then, meanwhile, Matt and Karen Page, they're living as fugitives, Jen. They're operating.
Oh man,
They're operating out of Josie's bar. Their relationships has finally turned romantic again, but that tension and stuff still seems to be there when it comes to how to handle Fisk, either through aggression or the legal system, which is gonna be an interesting 7 episodes.
It's 2 different POVs from 2 different people.
Very much so, and also the political stakes rise when the arrival of Mr. Charles, played by Matthew Lillard, Shaggy, if you didn't know.
Shaggy? We're so happy to have you.
He's a mysterious CIA agent operative who hints that Fist's power is being backed and monitored by forces even higher than the mayor's office. The episode concludes on a shocking cliffhanger, probably one of the coolest cliffhangers we've gotten. During a brutal raid by the AVTF that leaves Detective Cherry in critical condition, Daredevil's cornered and nearly unmasked, but he's saved at the last second, very last second, by an unlikely ally. Just so happens to be Bullseye.
I love that it actually says you're welcome. Because we're gonna look at the Moana trailer and one of his songs is "You're Welcome." I was cracking up when I saw that. But that's actually funny. The Moana trailer dropped today.
But Jen, that's how that episode ends. That's our reintroduction to Daredevil season 2. What were your initial thoughts of this first episode? Did it meet those expectations, and what surprised you?
So it did meet the expectations. It's what I am appreciating about this, and granted, it's only one episode. It ties into season one very, very well. It has the same tone, it has the same beats. It's not too far away from the blueprint. So I appreciated that very much. And I like what Doc and I said and during all of our season one reviews. Check those out on our channel. They are available for you to check out if you haven't viewed them yet. A lot of the story content hits really close to home with current events in the real world. Like just out the gate, I'm like, wow, why? Okay, we here, we here, we here.
I mean, we are here.
We're here. For me though, as a New Yorker and seeing New York and seeing the streets of New York in Daredevil, or what is filmed to be New York. It does feel very authentic, which I also do appreciate. But to stick to the main question, I don't know if anything surprised me per se. I think it's too early to say that because it's only the first season. Granted, there were a few things that I didn't anticipate to come. That's just me, and I always have said that I'm the very gullible one. It's probably right in front of me. 2 and 2 is equaling 4, and I just don't see it until it plays out. I will say, seeing the black suit finally in live action, oh, chef's kiss! It looks
that black
it's so good.
I think that was for me too, Jen. Just seeing that suit, because we've gone through variations from the Netflix series of Red, and then we even got a good little mix up in She-Hulk with the yellow, and then we go red, and then we go black. With the red. I mean, once I saw that suit, I was like, oh, we're in for a treat this year, because this is
because what's interesting, what I actually really liked about this episode, you actually get to see where all of the characters are psychologically. You see where Matt is, you see where Paige is, you see where the ex is, the psychologist, and the trauma that she's dealing with. Kingpin. It was very interesting, at least from what I saw in this one, how you actually got to see everyone's psychosis and where they're actually at in this episode. And I'll say this, Sister Sledge, who's a psychologist, you know better. You are a professional. You are not even supposed to be working with what you just went through in season 1. Why are you working?
Yeah, and the fact that she's seeing Muse, and okay, we'll break some things down as we go. Just as we go a little bit. We'll chop it up a little bit. So that first opening scene, we see that fight scene. We go through
it was gorgeous.
Usual Daredevil sort of kick-assery, right? Like that's what that consisted of. And
he caused the people to sink a cargo ship in the East River. Do you know how that like what you would have for New York? Like, you sunk a cargo ship in the East River?
And they were like, the devil's here. And I was like, holy crap. Like, that's the moniker that he's taken on too, which is just like this evil, like not evil, but this is something otherworldly at the moment. Like, this cannot be. We got to sink this boat. And they did what they were told. Like that
was the instruction.
Yeah, they did.
If you are boarded, sink the thing.
And what was so good is like Matt had the wherewithal to, again, those senses, those powers, man, to know like, oh crap, that's what's happening. Let me grab this watch. Let me put this watch in this case and try to get out of here.
And from a character perspective, that is so interesting that he has that innate ability where he can hear so much at once and have the decisiveness to know everything that's happening at the same time. And then I'm always impressed by Charlie Cox's performance as Matt, like how he takes on those characteristics of mannerisms of a blind person, like just those little things that he does for Jen, Matt. It sticks out.
This might destroy everything
that I just said.
That you when you see him from now on, everything else I see him in, he looks blind to me. Like, I just can't unsee it. Emily watched like a Christmas movie, sort of a Christmas movie with him in it. And I'm just looking at him like he's still he still looks like Matt Murdock to me. He's looking, but I don't know. It's interesting to watch something else with him. Trust me, watch something else.
It'll have to be after he has done Daredevil, because my first introduction to Charlie was when he did oh my goodness, Stardust with Michelle Pfeiffer, Claire Danes,
like
Robert De Niro.
After Daredevil, he seems like, to me, he just looks like he's blind, and now that might just be a personal problem. Or like, I know where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be in this suit right here. You get all the rom-coms, man. This is where you belong.
Isn't it a thing though with some actors where if they play a character for a certain duration of time, they pick up one of their little things that a character does?
Well, it's like Austin Butler, the guy who played Elvis. He kind of can't shake that voice. Have you noticed? Like that voice is, listen to him before Elvis and now,
and then after,
completely different.
I will say this: when he plays Fade in Dune, you don't hear it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's one. I will admit that's one. I've saw.
I didn't hear it in Dune when he was playing Fade.
Okay, yeah, but anything else? Because there's another movie on Netflix or HBO Max. It's like a bank heist or something. Somebody got him in trouble. I can't remember what the name was. It wasn't a bank heist, but it was a weird film. Jen. I've just warn you. But we can talk about it later. We can talk about Austin Butler later. But with this one, but after they sink that ship, that's when Kingpin starts to. We see Kingpin. We see how he is. We see that he's back in mayor. He's back in business. And here's the thing, Jen. Y'all did not warn me from season 1 that he just squashed that man's and pulled that man's head like that. Like y'all didn't give me a heads up.
Well, it was one of the things where it's like, do we tell him certain things or do we let him be surprised? Because we were surprised.
That's the gnarliest thing I've ever seen in that Marvel has done.
Look at episode 1. They didn't hold back on anything. It's like you saw K shots. Yeah,
true, but I'm just saying, y'all could have warned. You could
have warned. Talk about that one. You talking about
y'all could have warned me like he was going to just rip the guy's head off.
Talk about that one.
But then it's sort of, we get back to Matt. Well, here's that part where again they were trying to figure out that the boat didn't fully sink. So there was like, hey, we got to figure out a
river.
Didn't sink. It's going to be very, very hard to move those crates and stuff out of that river. So
yeah,
they're devising a plan. There's so much more in detail with that, but we're kind of going to keep kind of moving on a little bit as we can. Hate this guy. Hate the AFTF.
I am waiting for this guy for karma.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's got to get it like really good.
I am waiting. Like everything that happened in season 1 and then now this, I'm like, you know what? I'm so mad.
But another one real quick, if I can tap through this relationship now. Being where they are at the moment.
I mean, Doc and I kind of called it. We talked about the idea of them possibly getting back together. That was a possibility. I mean, there was some pushback on it, but am I surprised?
It seems right. No, it seems right.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, they hit a rough patch. They went through some traumatic stuff in season 1 that we were not expecting at all, which was bold, which I'm proud that they did that kind of a stroke. So yeah, it just made sense. You go through something very traumatic. Each person handles grief differently. You don't know how to handle that with another person because of whatever. And then you go through some healing in your own way. And then if you're meant, it seems like if you're meant to be, you come back together, you kind of float back.
But they do have like opposing sides a little bit too, right? Like
how
to sort of handle this. Jim, I'm gonna straight up ask you what side you picking? Because I'm leaning one way already in episode 1.
You're asking me which way I'm leaning?
Yeah. Of how will we? Yes.
Oh wow. Which way am I leaning?
I'm just gonna say, Jen. I'm for all the aggressive nature that that Sharon's putting out. Like if she like, we need to end this sort of thing. You know, I'm like it's
you know what? I mean, with the way the storytelling is going and all the other power players at hand and how they're utilizing the system that they've been given. Yeah. I mean, if the from Matt's POV, he has to go by the system. He believes in the system. The system should work, and I don't disagree with that. But then if the system that's in place to work the way that it should is not working, what do? You kind of have to go to the aggressive side.
And there's more like systems at play too, or more aggressors at play, because voila, here's Shaggy, and he's Mr. Charles. Now I looked Mr. Charles up. He's really there's a reference to a Mr. Charles in a forever comic book long ago. I can't remember the name of it at the moment. I should have wrote it in my notes, but it was only mentioned. He's only been mentioned like once, I think, within comic book lore.
Yeah.
So, but I'm thinking this character. Who, Jen? I'm glad it's just me and you tonight.
It's just me and you.
Who you think he's working for? Who's the big bad that he's had that phone call with on the bar, and he essentially destroyed the burner phone and bounced? You saw where he was. You saw the backdrop, right?
I thought I did.
The backdrop looked like the Capitol building. So I assumed he was in Washington, perhaps.
So it depends on the timeline and the characters at play of where we're at and events that have transpired within the Marvel timeline. Because if he's in the Capitol, then who's sitting in the chair?
Well, and here's the thing too, is who has enough pull to do this? I have conspiracies, I have theories, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Val, I think she's pulling.
You know what? That's really good, because the way they emphasized her character in the newer shows that were coming out, it seems like they were really positioning her to be something. And I wouldn't be surprised by that, and it would make sense with what we've been introduced to already.
With Thunderbolts, right? So with Thunderbolts, with her being there, her taking over Avengers Tower, Sentry Tower, her having that sort of political role within the MCU, I think she might be a mastermind player here. It could be someone else. Who knows, man? We got 7 more episodes to go.
We do, but and then the chat's
got to answer to somebody.
The chat's a little slow on our end. I have it open on my phone. Sage put in the chat that he thinks it's Doom.
Oh, really? He is slow on our end, isn't it? Why is it doing that?
I don't know. It's a connectivity thing, I think. But anyway, he thinks it's Doom, which makes me ask even more have more questions of, you know what? That could check out, because we're also setting up for Doomsday. And then, as I keep bringing up every time we review Marvel shows, if they're still setting up for Young Avengers in some way, how does that all tie together?
Jen, you're going further than I ever thought at the moment, because I'm still.
You watched season 1, right?
I did, but I'm just going. I'm sticking with the timeline of like movies that are and shows that are happening. Because
keep in mind they brought in Kamala's father in season 1.
Yes.
Which makes me think, I'm like, are we going?
So here's that. Okay. Now it's updating now. Okay, yeah, it's updating now. Why is it slow? StreamYard, come on, man! All those updates y'all were doing, y'all been killing it.
Please.
Now ain't the time to do this. But Jen, hold that thought about that, okay?
Okay.
Because I want to come back to that part as well. Because Mr. Charles, again, he's got to be working for somebody. I'm calling Val. I like the idea that from Sage that it could be Doom, but is Doom there already? I mean,
Val could be getting instructions from Doom, and she's just the mouthpiece.
Val don't seem like a pawn in anything. You know what I mean? Like, she never seemed like she was she's to be used by someone.
But I would argue, most pawns and other storytellings have that mentality of they
You're
don't think
right.
they're being used, and then they're being used.
Well, it's the line in here, right? The best people to manipulate are the
The
people or
manipulator.
manipulators. Yeah.
Yes,
So
it
that
checks
could
out.
be.
And then reminding themselves as well as the audience, we are the manipulators.
Yeah, we are in that show. And I mean, oh god, okay. Again, hang on to that Young Avengers idea and everything
Okay,
too.
I'm holding
Jen.
on to
Like,
it. Hold on to it.
remind us to go back to that.
Yes.
But I'm anxious to see too what Mr. Charles continues to do throughout this show. Any thoughts or theories of what his next moves might be after he sort of cleans up a little bit of what already has happened?
I'm not really sure. I have to watch the episode again because I've only seen it once. Because it seems like there is already something established between Fisk and Charles. Like
There's something there.
There's already an understanding established. So it's okay. Well, what is that understanding to begin with? How did y'all meet on top of that? And I am absolutely sure that Charles has a plan within a plan within a plan. Like
he looks like it. Like he's the cleaner. He's the fixer.
Like right. If that's his job to being the fixer, then the fixer has to have so many ways to fix something if another fix misses. You can't just have one fix and be done. You have to have other tools in the toolkit to cover your bootang.
So we did also through this episode too. Again, I'll jump to it a little bit, but
go for it.
Matt's old girl, she was seeing the muse in the mirrors and reflections.
I have so much to say about her.
Well, Jen, here's your opportunity. What do you have to say to I'm sorry I didn't pull her name up, but
why are you working? Go do the thing you are trained to do, pull back and go get into therapy yourself. Why are you working? You are not well. And now I'm starting to see you turn to evil because you're not well. And you're being manipulated by Fisk because you're mad at Matt. Because there's so many things. You're mad at Matt, so this is the way you're getting back at him by joining the Fisk, and then you're gonna probably end up dead, more deader than you would have been with the Muse, and then your psychosis is all off because you're doing the opposite thing that you're trained to do by not stepping back and taking leave to go get help because you just been through something very traumatic where you literally almost got offed.
Yeah, so she's Heather Glenn is her character name, by the way.
Heather.
Yeah, with her doing all of this again, is to get back at Matt. I'm sure she low key knows that he's Daredevil. Pretty certain. It felt certain after watching it, but it's just through these reflections here and there.
Oh man,
the muse, Jen.
And like the way they're shooting it too, like from these little ticks she's starting to have, and then when the screen turns to show that she's literally mentally off. Genius shot.
It's very whatchamacallit from Ironheart. Who finally made it to Ironheart?
Mephisto?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it was like how they showed him at the end, like in the spoon, all that stuff too.
Oh, that shot is so good. The spoon.
With this Jen, I don't know, man. This is gonna be it. What happened to her is irreparable. It feels like it cannot. There's no way to repair this, especially if she's going right back to her job and she's lying on forms of what my guy the swordsman said, and that he's hearing voices or whatever is she checked. I think she might slowly become the Muse, a newer version of the Muse.
That's interesting, and because of how intelligent she is and how she is so in depth with psychology knowledge, because for what we were introduced to her in the show, she's a published author. She's considered an expert in her field. So that would be interesting to see if she did turn that way, because like I really loved how they shot those scenes and all the different, like in this scene. And then when I don't know if she's at home or in her office and she's seeing the music again while she's on the phone with the lawyer, just how you are starting to see how she is unraveling. And and that she is not well at all.
No. And also, just to trot back a little bit, the guys who got off the boat, essentially, like who sank the boat, they got off. Fisk is looking for them. The AVTF is looking for them. They have sort of a hideout where they're supposed to go to sort of almost like an underground railroad sort of thing, right? It's a safe house to go to this place to get you to this spot. One gets caught, knows nothing, did what he was told. AVTF, did I do that right? Did I say that right? Is it AV or AT? Because AVTF, that's right.
AVTF,
next to the TVF or whatever.
Right.
Next to the TVA and all that stuff. There's so many acronyms in MCU right now. But
they really love acronyms, Marvel.
Hey, loves a good acronym.
Acronyms.
They love a good acronym.
They do.
But they kill one, but then we get the second one shows up, and that's sort of where we sort of cliffhang till next week to see if Matt can possibly get information from him, or if the AVTF finds him before it's all said and done, before he's able to escape or give information or help.
I mean, it's possibly that he did the smart thing to go back to that woman because they technically already hit that place, so it's cleared.
It should be clear. Yeah, it should be.
Should be clear. Doesn't mean they can't come back to do another check if they get a little sniffy sniff. This moment. Can we talk about that?
So let me put this out of here, right?
Okay.
Hang on. So this twofold here.
Yes.
Cherry is having a heart attack.
Literally.
And that sort of takes Matt right back to the PTSD of Foggy. It triggered him. Got him completely off his game to the point where they stomped him out. They stomped him and got him enough to take off his mask and name him. That's Matt Murdock. They were going to execute. Oh no, they used
an expressive word because they were in shock. Like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Bullseye. Jen, how do you think this partnership is? Do you think there's
Did you notice that every person actually got hit in the eye?
Jen.
I was like, oh dang.
I mean, Jen, like literally, if the knife wasn't enough to be like, yeah, this is me. I don't know what else would be. Like, I don't know if this here.
The moment the first two guys went down, I already know who it was. I was like, oh, Bullseye, yeah. And then you see the knife, like, says, "You're welcome." I'm like, genius.
So, Jen, what are we doing here? So, do we have like an unlikely team up happening, an alliance of some sort? Can Matt put aside his differences to team up perhaps with Bullseye? And what do you think Bullseye has a beef with right now?
Well, when you look at the last couple of episodes from season one, Bullseye is did you see all of season one? All of it?
Yes, I'm
completely caught
up.
So when Bullseye is about to take out Fisk, and the fact that Matt jumped in front of him, the camera goes back to Bullseye, and Bullseye's actually surprised that Matt did that, which that show that communicated something to Bullseye, like, because he knows Daredevil's not just going to do that for no reason, that there's a reason for it. It's like, wait, he saved Fisk. Something else is going on, because he paused at it and it caught his attention. So to answer so the way I looked at it, I think that was partly set up at the closing of season one. And to get back to what we were talking about, the two different POVs, like, the aggressive route or trust the system.
Mm-hmm.
Matt is going to probably be put in a position where he's not going to have a choice and team up with Bullseye to take out the common enemy that's against both of them.
Can you imagine? Okay, all right.
Let's think that's huge.
Again, I love a good team up. You know this. But a villain and a superhero team up is a completely different thing for me. Where it's like, yeah, Matt pushed him off that roof. Like, he meant to kill him.
His intention was, you will see God.
Yeah, pretty much.
You will see God before the day is out.
Exactly. but it was so like just to know that like a team up might happen with this. It takes me
Mhm.
back to that trailer where he reaches down his hand and smiles. For me, I was like, is that when he could that be when that alliance happens or when that I don't know. Again, it could be first episode, y'all, like first episode, but
Again,
team up
it's
like
gonna.
this to take Fisk down, Jen. This would be
I
and his
mean,
wife take Fisk and his wife down.
well, yeah, because we also learned that the wife is more of the mastermind, and she's doing stuff that Fisk doesn't know about, and
Vanessa's the worst.
she's playing him, and Fisk actually doesn't see it, at least from what we are being illustrated right now.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be because he's trying to. He was trying to sort of get away from it, right? Like the criminal aspect, so he could be mayor and do all this stuff. But obviously, all the vigilante stuff, he couldn't get past that. Uh,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know if he was trying to get away from it. It was more like
tone it down.
how do I have both worlds and be happy?
Gotcha. Okay, because I picked up like he was trying to like, hey, like let's tone it down a bit,
Nah,
but that's how. But then all the when he knew Daredevil was back, he ratcheted it back up again.
he
But
started eating.
so Jen, how do you think this PTSD from Foggy's death going to play out throughout the season? Because this could be for a guy who's blind and uses
That he
his senses
relies
like
on that.
that.
And
I
then he
don't
got
think.
tripped up. Yeah.
Because that could have been it.
He like they unmasked him. They all saw it was Matt Murdock, everybody
Mm-hmm.
in the room. If it hadn't been for Bullseye, yeah, that would have been it. He would have been in the case with the trial that's coming up with the vigilante trial. It would have been a big thing, a big reveal to the world. Like, wait, the infamous Matt Murdock is Daredevil? How?
There's a lot of questions, right? But here's the thing: like,
Yeah.
isn't once he got shot by Fisk, isn't he like quote unquote dead though? Like, isn't Matt like done? I
Great
think
question.
there's no because even when the lady at the safe houses or whatever said Matt Murdock and he's been hiding out.
Yeah,
So
no, I think the from what I got, and I have to watch the closing of season 1 again. I have to remember all of the events because I'm blanking out a little bit. Yeah, the impression is he's missing or he's dead.
so yeah, so him being sort of just a shadow at this moment, well, a thought, and Daredevil being the main character, and this one's gonna be a dope season
Yeah.
to because I don't think there'll be a single court case in this one, Jen. Like I don't think there's nothing's going down in a courtroom this year.
Oh no, I mean look what happened to the first guy they caught. They literally offed him and they did not blur it out.
So yeah. So Jen.
Nope.
Okay. First episode, we got 7 more to go. We got 2
Yep.
that drops next week. And
Mhm.
you started talking about the Young Avengers.
I did.
I'm starting to think about timelines, right? So
Okay.
where are we? What are we doing? And we know what we got coming out this year, right? So this is the rest of the episode schedule. So I cropped it because the 2 episodes at the top are next week.
Yeah.
Then we roll all the way into that Punisher 1 hour special. One last kill at the end. And that will more than likely take us from Punisher to Punisher in Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So because it looks like there's no vigilante task force or whatever for Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like it didn't seem like that in the trailer.
But
why is Punisher out there too? What happens through this?
But do we finally possibly get the crossover we've been talking about? Mm-hmm. What if it's in that one? Because remember, Pete's back on the ground. No one remembers who Peter Parker is. He's back on the streets in the grit.
Gina, I'm just saying this one would be
Again,
I'm thinking timelines of like this year up until Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We've been street level. This has been street level goodness from start to finish from the
And
first
we're still
Daredevil.
in it. We're still in it.
We're gonna get Jessica Jones back in this season too.
Yep.
There's even rumors that maybe even a Luke Cage sighting. You never know.
Why not? Why not your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
I don't know if he'll pop up in this, but I think that the Punisher one last kill might be the link.
That's what I'm thinking about that. Like, what if that crossover is there? Yes, Sage.
Yes, Sage. Yes.
It's in the trailer.
Is in. And again, been doing a lot of weekly snooping. If I can find this picture real quick.
Go for it.
It harkens you back to when they said like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire weren't in the movie. Remember that?
How they were both flying for 2 years because they went in and erased everything. Oh, I think I know what you're gonna pull up. Yes.
So that picture here, the bottom one, is the one that everybody is sort of pointed out.
Okay.
Is that let me find my bigger the bigger picture of it.
You had it last week.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up last week's slides. Bear with me, everybody. Because that was too good to pass up. That thought.
Yeah, it's in here.
Or that conspiracy. Here
there
we go.
It is.
So they're saying like below Peter, like they're shooting. Obviously, the first ones are shooting up at Peter, but like the other one in the front is shooting downward, like towards the middle.
I see it.
I wish I had like the little like the NBA NFL.
Yes,
yeah. But so people are speculating that there could be. Yeah, so people are saying or speculating that there could be
people under him,
else underneath him.
No, yeah, I see it because the two at the bottom and even the guy in the back, the eye line where he's looking.
Yeah.
And where he's aiming, he's not aiming up.
And the first guy in the front, he's not even aiming forward up top.
Yeah, no, like they're not aiming up, not really.
Again, love
these
conspiracy alley. I love it. But this is that first episode of Daredevil. I'm back in. I just took me a little time to get through season 1. It was the perfect reason to get to season 2. The start of season 2 is perfect. I think it's got like a 95, 97 on Rotten Tomatoes for a first episode, which is stupid high.
It's stupid high, yeah.
But it's so good and worthy of it.
Well, like, I mean, look at it.
The cinematography is great, sounds great. Story that we're building for or building towards. Hey, okay, Sage. I might let you leave out of here for a little while. I hope it ain't Danny Rand. I hope it ain't Danny Rand.
Espérate un momentito, Sage.
Let's go ahead and put Daredevil in there, man. Let's clean up everything in New York for Daredevil this season. And then move him over, let him jump in with Spider-Man for a little bit, because they did include Daredevil in the most recent Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man cartoon.
They did.
So and I know that's not aligned with anything, but just having him in that was a huge deal too.
Oh, so yeah.
We'll see what happens this season. Again,
man.
very quick episode 1, I felt like, but it set the table so well.
I mean,
for
it was
the rest of the season.
A 40-minute episode.
It went fast, Jen.
It went
fast.
Like you didn't feel the time of the episode. It wasn't too fast, but then it wasn't too slow either.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. And again, whatever these next episodes hold,
man,
I know we got
excited.
I know that finale is like the Punisher one last. I mean, that's huge. That's supposed to be. I've heard it or been reading that it seems like it's going to be an hour special. So essentially a movie for the Punisher leading him into.
That's huge.
Yeah, Gia. That's massive for this. But we'll be back. But also, so our episodes will be like this for the next 7 episodes. We'll go through Daredevil.
7 weeks, people.
Yeah, we'll go through Daredevil season 1, Born Again season 1, first part of the show. Then we'll jump into everything else on the back end. And why not? Let's just rip the Band-Aid off here. You know what I mean? Like,
oh boy.
You're welcome, jabronis. We haven't seen this trailer yet. I'm anxious to see it.
I have not watched any trailers because I wait
But,
for the show.
but let's see what The Rock has cooking for us as his live action Moana. Let's go.
Hit it.
I know a girl from an island. She stands apart from the crowd.
Yo, look at that.
She loves the sea and her people. She makes her whole family proud. Moana, listen. Do you know who you are?
The stories are true.
It looks shot for shot.
It's so far.
Begun. Beyond our reef, an evil darkness has found us. Moana, the ocean chose you. Find Maui. Restore the heart.
Woo!
And save us all.
Oh my gosh!
God of the wind and sea.
Hero of men.
Huh?
So it goes like this. Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men. Women. Women too. Men and women.
Thank you.
I like it. I like it, Jen.
I need your help.
I'm not going on a mission with some mortal.
My island, my people, won't survive if we don't make it. The ocean chose me for a reason. And it chose you too.
Oh man.
Listen, princess, if you're gonna do this, you gotta go through a whole ocean of bad.
I'm
Oh,
not a
that's-
princess. I'm
Please
a chief.
do the scene with Hey Hey. Ooh.
Are you ready to be the hero?
Let's go save the world.
I got your back.
Tafiti looks good.
What? Is there something in my teeth?
We're gonna do it.
See, Jen.
You know what? Yeah.
Jen, I ain't mad at that.
No. I mean, yeah, I get why people are commenting on the hair, but you know, it's
Okay, there's one scene. There's that one scene. It was really quick where he was on the ship. I'll replay it without sound real quick. But
it looks good.
Okay. Here's my. I'll take this one first, Jen. How about it?
Take it. It's yours.
The Rock is so damn charismatic and charming, and he's already voiced his character too.
Yeah.
Yes, is it early for probably a live action Moana? Sure.
Yes.
I think it is. We talked about it once before.
It is.
But if
It's
there's
not that
any
old.
point in, yeah, but if there's any, again, we've got a sequel already. We had a sequel to it last year.
That's another thing why I think it's early. We just got the sequel. Let the sequel run a bit, man.
Which is true, but I think The Rock is so damn charismatic, Jen. Again, like he voiced his character. He's able to pull this off, and I don't think this looks bad. Again, they use the suit, the prosthetic body.
It looks
which
good.
made complete sense, right? It made complete sense because again, they patterned Maui after, he was very instrumental in the pattern of Maui too, to make it sure that it was right. But I liked it, Jen. I don't know what that says about me, but I really enjoyed that trailer.
I actually did too. I don't have a problem with it, actually. I mean,
because I just like The Rock, but I think that could be a thing. Because
hey, listen, I'm not going to shade you for it. But I will say this: it does look shot for shot because, I mean, with some of the other Disney adaptations, one of the things I've always appreciated, especially since we have the show Once Upon a Time, is okay, if you're going to do a live action, are you going to fill some of the plot holes from the original animation that are in there? Will you explain some things to justify why it's live action instead of just saying, well, we have new technology now, we want to play? Okay. I would do that too in your position, but do we really need this? Especially if it's not that old. Like for example, in the Beauty and the Beast live action with Emma Watson and Thompson and Luke from Josh Gad. One of the things that I actually liked with the story is that when it came to how the whole town was cursed, the reason why Belle and her father are odd is because they escaped the plague and came to this town and basically uprooted and relocated, which is so they were not a part of the curse that was on the town. Which I'm like, that's actually a genius idea. You brought in some history that actually was happening. They lived in Paris, they came here, and this town was cursed, which is why they're odd. And then you explain a little bit of the prince and the father, that the father is an heir for YouTube and all that. So you get a little bit more substance to it. So and then the other thing that I really want to see, since you're going live action, I want to see more Polynesian culture. Correct.
Yeah,
Polynesian culture.
I think we're gonna get it full on here. Again, it's gonna be, if so far it looks shot for shot, but with a bit cooler, obviously, scenes and camera angles and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
To sort of differentiate it a bit. But there's typical stuff that you see, like that's the ending. We about to get Shiny.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear who's gonna voice Shiny.
That's interesting too. Yeah, because I didn't even pull up a cast list if they even have one for the voice actors for this one.
You know, let me see if they do. I'll look it up right now.
I didn't mind this at all.
Neither
like,
did I.
Don't know. Like I think we get into that discussion too about, is it time for Disney live action? Because we've always talked about, like you just said, if there's another variation of a story or something that you can flesh out a little bit more, great. Cruella worked so well because it was a prequel. You could build off that. It's a standalone. Not a standalone. Yeah, it could be a standalone too. But it was such an original sort of story that you were like, okay, we can ride with this.
Yeah.
This is going to be like a remake for, it seems like, again, the movie's not that old. The movie's less than 10 years old. The original one.
I don't think it is 10. I would have to look.
I said less than. Yeah, less than 10 years old.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think it's 10 yet. Like, if it were 10 years old and the sequel were, I don't know, 3, then yeah, sure. We can do a live action.
Yeah, but this was quick. I will admit.
Very quick.
And I think this was definitely pushed by The Rock because his $7 Bucks production company is a part of this too. I'm sure they're a part of like a lot of his movies anyway.
Yes.
But I don't know, man. Like, did we need a live action Moana? Perhaps not. Not really.
No.
If The Rock wanted to make one, and he's been that character before, and he's half Polynesian as well, half Samoan as well too, and he wants to do this, I say let him go for it. And on top of that, I don't have a problem with anything from this trailer. Not even the wig.
I don't. And that it was. I had the same reaction to How to Train Your Dragon, and then when I saw How to Train Your Dragon, that movie was so well done. I mean, most of it was shot for shot, but they also expanded a few things here or there. They changed a few things that made sense for the retelling of it. But then I think it had been more than 10 years for that. And we also got Gerard Butler to come back as Stoic.
Well, and here's the case where you got The Rock coming back as Maui. So,
but then we're also seeing this trend too, because in the Star Wars universe for a while, we've actually had voice actors come and take up the live action characters of the characters they voice act. Bo-Katan is one example.
Yep.
And then Boba Fett coming back as Boba Fett.
Jen, I just we can get throughout Disney, but we've also said too that, hey, if you're gonna make it, just make it, just use it, just make it live action. No change much.
Source material that you created.
Yeah, you have it. You don't nothing different has to be done in this entire movie. It's just a opportunity to do a live action theatrical feature with one of the most recognizable stars in Hollywood coming back to voice a role that he created essentially for this character. And again, The Rock just came off of some best actor nominations too with the Golden Globes with the Smashing Machine. So
he's had quite a few movies come out recently.
Well, he's back to his grind too, because I think Jumanji 3 comes out this year too, this Christmas, I think.
Yeah, because I believe in the Smashing movie, he's starring in that one with Emily Blunt, and then Emily Blunt was in Jungle Cruise 1.
Cruise, yeah.
And
Jungle Cruise is really enjoyable too. Like
I loved it.
Here's my thought about The Rock. And I've been watching him on TV since 1997. And 1997 for me. And he's always leapt off the screen. Has he had bad matches, bad promos, maybe bad movies? Sure.
Yeah.
But there's something undeniable about him every single time he gets on screen.
Yep.
And you can tell when he wants to do something
versus
where it's just not to be like the biggest box office hit of the summer or of the fall or ever. Because that's what he was doing earlier, breaking box office records. Until he ran out that window on Fast 5, I didn't watch a single one of them after the second one, Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah,
he made like that struck a chord to get back into that, and all the other action movies he did through that. I think again, having kids, having daughters too, him having the ability to do this character again in live action is really dope.
Sage put in the chat, it'll catch up in a moment on our end.
Okay.
He put in the chat that he was also in the Tooth Fairy.
Well, that was his first like kid movie run, right? It was that.
I think
Return
Julie
to Witch Mountain.
Yes, he was in Return to Witch Mountain. That was not bad.
What the Game Plan? He had like a movie. He had a Disney movie deal at the beginning, I think.
Yeah.
And now like he's back to being that box office giant. He's able to do stuff like this. I didn't mind it, Jen. I thought the trailer was
it looks good.
You're hearing the same voice you heard from the cartoon, from the animated movie, right?
Yeah.
It's him.
He looks good. This actually does look good. I am like with what happened with How to Train Your Dragon. I know certain scenes are going to hit differently because it's live action. It's with real people. The emotion is going to hit differently. I mean, that looks so clean.
This shot looks really good, Jen.
It looks so clean.
And question real quick.
Yes.
I think we talked about it a little bit, but the bodysuit, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, if it looked like more of like the opposite effect of the live action Red Queen that Helena Bonham Carter plays in Alice in Wonderland, where that suit is just so big and his neck and head did not keep the proportion, then I would be like, they have the budget to make it look good. Why didn't they make it look good? But it looks good.
I thought it looked good. Again, this takes me back to, we can bring it up later.
Yep.
But Ryan Hurston, for Kratos, put him in something like that. I know I brought it up, Jen, in our last episode, our God of War episode.
But here's the thing. I don't have a problem with that because I also said in that episode that these guys who have worked out in the past, who can get bulk up pretty big, the way video game characters are designed to be bigger because they're a god in the lore versus you're casting a human person to play a fictional character that's a god, they can only bulk up so much.
Yeah, and The Rock, massive guy, because he was still big coming off of the Smashing Machine.
Yeah,
so
but
he was just yoked pretty much.
He's not going to get to that Maui bigness that Maui is.
This was the perfect plan for this, and I think
worked.
Proportionally it worked. Proportionally, everything sort of fits. His face is a bit thin, but at the same time, he's a huge man. Like The Rock's 6'4" by 6'4", 270, like without the suit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
here's the thing too. Like if you can use special effects to swell the Red Queen's head to make her so head bulbous compared to the rest of her body, you can use special effects to make the proportions of the head and neck match the bodysuit of Maui. It's fine.
Yeah, because it looks proportionate. He's still pretty built, but it he's wider than he normally is, which is the key.
Right. Yeah, I mean, because technically now he is not human to a point. He's a demigod. He's a demigod.
And again, Kratos also Amazon. If you're right, Amazon Prime, right? Yeah.
Yes.
If you're watching, go ahead and put Ryan Hurst in a suit, man.
Just do it. Look at The Rock. The Rock worked. You guys have the budget. It's fine. Go for it. We'll be fine.
Let's just do it. But I'm anxious to see this one again. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff online about it.
Listen, there's always going to be that percentage, but two things can be true. Is it too soon, as we have said? Yes. Does it look good?
I agree.
Yes, it does.
Does it look like money has been put into this? It looks, I mean, they shot on location. Like it's not a cheap movie.
No.
And they put money behind this. The Rock doesn't shortchange when it comes to stuff like this either. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to go see it.
Yeah, no.
But it's going to be a tough
one.
So the 7th, I thought the date changed. Did they change the date?
They might have.
No, Jumanji's the one that comes out during Christmas.
Oh.
That's the other Rock movie that comes out. So he's got 2 movies coming out this year too. He might need to change those dates because I think they're very close to Doomsday. So we'll see what The Rock has in store for that date if the studio decides to change it.
To quote our guest Evan from last week, we'll see who blinks first.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Jumanji. Okay, have you seen the Jumanji movies?
Yeah.
Me and Emily loved them.
I love them too. They're fantastic. They're so funny.
The Danny DeVito, Danny Glover input it. I was like, this is hilarious.
Kevin's heart's weakness is cake.
And then the ending was such a good cliffhanger.
Yes.
Where you're like, okay, I can't wait to see this now. So that feels like the video game characters are actually going to finally come out of the game and be in real life this time.
Yeah.
So they're going to be because here's the thing. The Rock and that whole cast have played different characters for 2 movies. Like The Rock hasn't been like the main character of Jumanji. You know what I mean? Like, this is the first time he'll be the main character for Jumanji, meant to be the main character, if that makes any sense.
No, it does. It does. Like, because it's that whole movie's not about technically one specific character. Everyone gets equal opportunity to shine. It's more of a band together survival group type thing.
But just the way that he's acted like a teenage boy.
Yeah,
he's acting like an old man.
So funny.
Now he has to be this actual brooding character now, which is going to be fun to see in real life how that sort of happens. But again, The Rock, hats off to him, man. Do what you want to do, man. You're
rocking and rolling, man.
The moniker for The Rock is that he's the most electrifying man in all of entertainment.
There you go.
And he's been that since 1997 for me. I'm gonna still go and see this movie. I can't wait to see it. Early Disney, sure. But if The Rock says do it, you're gonna do it. You're gonna like it. And we'll see how it works out on July 10th. July 10th. Man, still July's a big month too, boy.
It's packed. We got so much to review this year.
So much to review and so much to talk about.
Golly.
So much to the point where something towards the end of the year drops, and that's the Harry Potter TV series on HBO Max. So they gave us a bit of a teaser. I didn't think they were going to drop it. I was looking for it all day, and it finally hit this evening.
Okay, out of all of the trailers we've been waiting for, I'm more nervous about this one.
Are you? Okay, so it is highlighted as a teaser. Okay.
I'm nervous.
So we'll probably get an official trailer in a few months.
If we're getting this now, yes.
It's just something to wet your whistle. You know, it's March. You won't see him until December. So let's go ahead and jump into Harry Potter's TV series trailer. Let's see what HBO Max is cooking up.
Come on.
I told you. You are a normal boy. And you're going to start acting like one.
Oh, that's him at the school first.
Yep.
You think you're something special? There is nothing special about you.
I've always wanted to know about my parents.
Your parents were the kindest, bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever. And they stood up for what they believed was right.
There's the mark.
Yep.
The next time I see you will be in Hogwarts.
King's Crossing. Oh no, Victoria's Station. Oh wow.
This looks really good.
I think we can expect great things from you.
With Mr. Ollivander?
Yes!
Ugh.
That was the Nimbus!
You are.
That was Hermione!
Oh, was that Snape?
Are you really Harry Potter?
Christmas 2026.
Oh wow.
Jen, I'm gonna toss it up to you. I'm playing start at $10.99. Anyway.
HBO, bring it down, okay? So there's a lot of moments in there that we know that if you know the book and if you've seen the original film, there were notes in there that you know that we're familiar with. I will say this, just from a little bit of detail at the Dursleys, so far it checks. It's more to the book. I started rereading the books now to get, because it's been a long time since I read the books. So I'm reading Philosopher's Stone right now. But yeah, like the closet looks more accurate where they make him live. The hair cutting scene.
And that's the school that he starts because Jen
Yeah.
too as well. I've never read the books. I just started reading them.
Yes.
So we're on the second book now, about to finish that one up.
Yep.
And this is fresh on my mind. The first book.
Yes.
I'm watching the first book.
Yes, you are.
This right now.
Yes, you are.
Like we're gonna get to see him at school, like the school that he hates going to.
Yeah. Because like the whole beginning of the book, like Harry has a life. Like, you know, the Dursleys do send him to school, but he's sent to one of the worst schools and he's given the worst clothes, like the hand-me-downs and stuff.
You really feel bad for Harry, man. Like truly,
right.
I feel like you're gonna feel worse for him watching this than you did the movie.
Right, because I mean the original films only scratched the surface of the YouTube, forgive me, the abuse he goes through from his aunt and uncle. Like he goes through it, and the book is very detailed on what he goes through. So the fact that we're going to probably see a bit more of it here, like so far HBO is keeping their word. Like we're going to see more of the book, and I'm really loving the design of Hogwarts so far, how they've taken the original concept and they're expanding on it a bit more to a point, as far as from what I can tell. This looks good, and the fact that we're getting this at Christmas and there's actually some Christmas scenes in the first book, that's also really nice. The moments from Ollivander that I saw, Dumbledore that I saw, McGonagall, they look good.
What do you think? We saw a very, very quick
And
glimpse of
Hagrid.
Snape too.
Huh?
We saw a very quick glimpse of Snape too.
Yes, he looks good.
I'll see if I can catch it here, but
yeah, he actually looks very good. I'm excited to see this actor's portrayal of this well-beloved character, and everybody leave him alone. Just let him do his job.
And just looking at this again, Emily loves it. She's reread the books a million times. I feel like it. Like that's like if there's nothing else for her to read, and she's fall asleep, she'll read these books. So, and now we're reading them like at bedtime for Xander. He's paying attention, but they're really just for me to catch up, honestly.
That's kind of
But
he's listening.
yeah. But oh crap, I missed it. I missed tape. But
There he is.
So, but my whole thing is like,
He looks good.
Looking at this first trailer, I think this looks dope too. Like Hogwarts looks great. The beginning of the trailer with the story of like Harry, like him being against essentially under the stairs.
Yeah.
No, I can't wait to see this because I finally got into the books. It took me years, decades even, but I finally got into
it. Yeah, no, I mean, this looks really good. I'm actually very excited for this. I mean, the kid looks like Harry. I mean, he has such a face. Yes, Sage, I agree. This was a nice free sample. I agree. Yeah, I mean, this looks great. I mean, Ron looks good. Hermione looks good. And I do know the actress they picked for Hermione. She also did the most recent audiobooks for Harry Potter. So she's Hermione.
Oh, did she?
She did. So she's Hermione in that. So I'm excited to see this and how so far it's gonna probably be more toward the book.
And these are young kids, man. They got them for a while. I did see something.
They're in this all the way through.
I didn't verify it at all, or not verify it. I didn't look more into it. But there's a thought that we might not get these year to year. So next winter, I don't think we'll get another one. I think it might be a gap in time because Daredevil was a year to year process. It seemed like.
Well, it's also
this, on the other hand, just seems like it's going to take a little longer.
Well, I think that's also the scope of the filming because I believe they're already not too long ago. I read somewhere they were casting for certain characters for season 2 already. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to these kids, and we've talked about it on the show, kids grow quick. So these kids are in it for all of the books. So I'm sure that that's a part of the conversation of how do we film this to where they don't grow up too fast so it looks like it tracks. But technically we're supposed to grow up with the kids. So
okay,
we're gonna watch them grow up.
That looked good, Jen. Like
it
that
does. I don't have any issues with this. Like I said, I felt a little nervous about it, but this, to Sage's point, this was a nice free sample.
I wonder who's Quirrell too.
Ooh,
I'm waiting to see who they cast as Lockhart for season 2.
Yeah, because they haven't announced all the characters yet. I didn't even recognize Ollivander. I couldn't tell who that was.
That's what I figured. That was him, right?
Yeah, that's Ollivander, the one who handed him the wand. He's at Ollivander's getting his wand. Because he's saying the infamous line that we can expect great things from you. That's in the shop.
Yeah, I think
I didn't recognize who that actor was. But yeah, look at these kids.
Got him for a little while, man. Got him for
our new babies.
Right, I'm looking forward to it. That was pretty dope. Especially since now currently reading the books.
Yep.
And again, that first book is very fresh on my mind.
Yeah.
That felt like it. So from a novice Harry Potter fan at the moment, looks good to me. So I'm gonna take it.
I'm excited we're getting it this year. I thought we weren't getting it to 2027, so that's even exciting that we're getting it at Christmas.
Think about our December, Jen. Our December Avengers Doomsday.
Dude. Now Harry Potter.
If they move Jumanji, if they don't move it, and Harry Potter weekly, perhaps. So
how are we gonna cover all this?
I don't know. We'll take
we have time to figure it out, but it's like that's a lot.
That's a lot around the holidays too. Like, good grief.
We got our own family Christmases to attend to, people.
I don't think I'm traveling this year, so I could be here.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll be here for it, though.
Yeah,
trying to cover everything that we possibly can cover for it within these fandoms. But last but not least, new little segment that we have here. It's called Born for the Role. So the concept of this one is that we're going to take a look, if we can find it, screen test film, screen test videos, audition videos of characters who have essentially become those roles, or even looking on the other side of that coin, people who audition and didn't get those roles.
Yep.
So maybe they weren't born to play it, but we want to take a look at this one. Jen doesn't know who I'm pulling up for this one.
Nope,
It's a complete
no idea.
surprise. So for this one, I thought it'd be fun too. And if you own the Spider-Man, first Spider-Man DVD, you saw this. We're gonna take a look at Tobey Maguire's screen test for Spider-Man. So the story behind this, Jen, is that the studio wasn't sold on Tobey Maguire. Sam Raimi was, but the studio wasn't.
Okay.
So Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire put together this screen test to show the studio. They were still a little hesitant, but it wasn't until they saw him with Kirsten Dunst in a longer screen test. But we're gonna look at the one that was very different than the rest. I don't know if you've seen it.
I probably haven't.
Okay, so this is Tobey Maguire's screen test for Spider-Man in 2001.
Oh boy.
Jen, this is good stuff too. This is really good stuff. Have you seen this before, Jen?
No.
What's happening?
Okay, this is great.
Yeah, we're gonna have to teach you little manners here.
Get the out of here.
Don't move.
Jen, your face says it all. But it gets even better. And that was Tobey Maguire's screen test.
Okay.
And the studio eventually caved and said,
He did the Wilhelm scream. Oh my gosh, he put that in there. I have never seen that before.
So yeah, so it was. I remember like it was yesterday. It was on the DVD.
Yeah.
For Spider-Man, little bonus features for DVD. Man, don't I miss DVD
Oh,
loading screens, man?
Right? All the behind the scenes stuff that you paid extra for. I begged my mother to buy them.
I might go back to buying physical media, but that's another story for another day.
You and me both.
It might get me back to it because I went through looking for a lot of them, but I was like, we're already in this Spider-Man sort of mode. We talked about Tom Holland last week. We'll go down that rabbit hole of his auditions because I'm sure people have seen a few of those. So we'll take a look at those down the road. But for this one, I wanted to be for Tobey Maguire just because aside from Blade, this is that one that kicked it off. This is where like that conventional casting wasn't a thing. Well, stop being a full-on thing, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Again, the studio wanted somebody with a little more cachet. They didn't give specific names, but Tobey Maguire was not that person for that name.
Not on their list whatsoever.
And you saw like he was yoked in that screen test.
Yeah.
They had to tell him like, hey, like cut back on the working out a little bit for Spider-Man. Because he was jacked in Spider-Man, don't get me wrong. But they was like, you're just a little too cut here, man.
Right, but Spider-Man is not cut like Captain America.
Exactly, but he did like that metamorphosis that did happen overnight for him from the scrawny Peter to that
does happen.
Was perfect, but that was a lot. And they were like, yeah, we want you to just tone it back a little bit. But that's the screen test, along with maybe one more audition tape with Kirsten Dunst, where the studio finally said, okay, Sam Raimi was persistent. This is gonna be your guy. Okay.
And he was right. Tobey Maguire did a fantastic Spider-Man.
Fantastic Spider-Man. So that was just our Born for the Role segment. I think we're going to try to do a few more of these if I can find more auditions, more screen test. This one was fresh on my, well, not fresh on my mind, but I was like, I know one I can find for the first one because I watched that DVD until, man, it started skipping. so,
Oh my gosh, when the moment when a DVD skipped, your heart sank.
Boy, it was just, and then those times where it would get to like a certain chapter and you knew it wouldn't go past that chapter. Like after like chapter 9, crap, it won't go past chapter.
Like you couldn't even like fast forward or skip it. It was done.
Just done. It was
done.
But it does make me want to buy physical media after remembering those bonus features on that Spider-Man.
You know what? I've been having that conversation with other friends too, where I have one friend named Joe, and he's all about buying physical media, and we've talked about that.
So is my brother. Like he is too. And I don't, at first I didn't get it, but like with all the streaming and everything that's happening too, and then all the loaning out of like, hey, you can watch this series on HBO Max this week, these few months, then they'll loan it out to Netflix and it's over there for a few months. So that's all that it comes down to now. Well, but for stuff like that,
but then now with the streaming packages, most people went to streaming because there was no commercials, and now we got commercials with streaming. You have to pay more money not to have commercials.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing, man.
Y'all gonna drive us back to buying physical media.
And you know what I'm gonna do, Jen? Probably I don't know if like physical media does this. I'm sure there's that loading screen at the beginning, right?
Yes.
There's so many nights I fell asleep, and then it goes back to that watching the movie, and it goes back to that loading screen, and you just leave it on the loading screen.
You just leave it.
The play screen, right?
Yep.
Spider-Man swinging through the city. I can go sleep to that. I can go sleep to that anytime.
Oh my goodness! I saw something. I was like, "Hey, how many of y'all remember Disney Fast Play, where just loop the DVD over and over and over?" Like, oh yeah, that's right. We did that for a while.
Oh, it's not Kristen Durst. Who am I thinking about? Fred Durst? Good grief. Good catch, Sage. Kristen Dunst. Good grief. Yeah. I was saying Durst for some reason. It's a long day, man. I got kids.
He's a father now.
Not a father, man. I'm a father now, man.
I'm a father.
But yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at those for Born for the Roles. We'll see what else we can find. But that's our episode for this week. Every week we're gonna be back here on Wednesday, all through Daredevil. So our first segment is gonna be Daredevil, very Daredevil heavy, and then we'll clean up on the back end with little news and all the fandoms that we want to sort of cover. Doc will be back next week, so we'll get him back in here too. He's been out, I don't know, like digging for coins and treasures and shillings and whatnot. The blooms.
He went to the beach with those metal scanner to find coins.
You know what? I can see him with one of those, Jen. Like that's not even funny. I can see him.
Just digging for coins.
I can see him with that, Jen. I can clearly see him with that. Oh, that's a visual now. Headphones on with
his glasses, and he's just digging for coins. He's like, y'all look like that.
Oh, goodness grief. But yeah, we'll be back next week on Wednesday at 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be covering the next 2 episodes of Daredevil Season 2. So be here for that and whatever happens in fandoms, because we're here, All-Star Fandom, All-Star coverage for all your fandoms. I'm Dion. That's Jen. Doc will be back next week. We'll see you then.
Peace.